So I think you've already answered the indoors or outdoors one, but if you had a choice, where would you spend the majority of your time?
Outdoors. I am an outdoors. Build me a backyard with outdoor living, and that's where you'll find me morning to
Yes.
sunset.
Yes. Okay, vegetables or fruits?
Vegetable, vegetables. Love
Okay.
the love the green beans. Love the cauliflower. Yeah.
That's great. Well, and that seems to kind of go with being an outdoors person too. All right. Well, there was one more question, but we talked about it beforehand that you don't stay on YouTube like a lot of your students. So we're going to have students talk to you about who all these YouTube personalities are, and then we'll
Okay.
ask you that another time. But right
Okay.
now, I want to talk a little bit more about Brookhollow and how you're feeling and what it's like for you. Are you at the school or are you away from the school constantly now? What's going on at Brookhollow right this moment?
I am actively at the school. I spent probably 50% at home, 50% at school. Um, Recently, because of just the change with Governor Abbott and school closures, having to adjust to ensure that we have some plans and systems in place. But for the most part, I did start off at home, working
Okay.
from.
Okay. And what does it feel like to be at the school? Are you there? Are there a few other people at the school? Is there no one else at the school?
No one's at the school. It's lonely.
Yeah.
It's lonely. No one there. We do have times where obviously the teachers come up to get materials they need for teaching and learning, but for the most part, it's just myself and construction workers.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the district is taking this time to do some projects, it sounds like.
They are working on projects aligned with the bond, as well
Okay.
as taking advantage of the opportunity to, and we're talking like one or two, working on air conditioning was one of our capital outlays. So they're ensuring that the school ready to go for us to come in, obviously pack up, and then allowing some other projects to get done within the timeline that it was given. So absolutely, but definitely taking all the safety and health precautions while they're there.
Right. Well, it sounds like there are very few people there. And I'm
Very
sure, as you said, that is kind of lonely, but we appreciate that you're there and you're keeping it going. So, what is in the planning right now? What are you looking forward to about next year and the possibilities?
The planning right now is first and foremost, we're working on our fifth graders and coming up with some celebrations for them. We're focusing on ensuring that they have even more memorable moments. Our fifth grade team, along with a handful of support staff, are working with a few of our parents and probably add more to that once we have a plan in place to ensure that those students are transitioning to middle school with, like I said, just some memorable moments.
Right.
So that's the big one on the list of things to do. Obviously, we're working on ensuring that systems are in place. As you heard, little proverbial second, shoe
Yeah.
drop when that we're closed for the year. So we're working on looking at grading and how that's going to take place, kind of leveraging some of the metrics, ensuring that the teaching and learning is happening based on just what we've seen in the assessments and the progress monitoring. Other than that, we're working on our campus improvement plan. Our teachers have worked extremely hard this year. We've kind of gotten to a little slump in our academics, and we want to ensure that we were ready to go, and our data shows that. So we're just
Okay.
trying next year and getting the kids ready. Yeah,
Great.
but
Well, is there anything specific you'd like to say to the fifth graders? Because they probably won't be coming back to Brookhollow as fifth graders. So, is there
yeah.
any message that you would like to send out to them?
Well, they know it just breaks our heart. We wanted to have our planned moving up ceremony for our fifth graders, and what is meant to be a time for them, just became a time for virtual honoring. So, and they know every year I have a special message for them during that ceremony. So I do plan on sharing that with them very
Great.
soon. And as I said, our teachers, your teachers are supporting you and making sure that you have some type of memorable celebration. So what I say to you is you're always will be a Bobcat. It's never goodbye. It's we'll see you later. And we love you and miss you very much.
That is great. So, in this time, clearly it's been hard on everybody and it's very different, but we've all discovered some new things that we might actually like. What's one thing that's happened while we've been staying at home that you've actually really enjoyed and discovered something new?
Oh, wow. tolerance. New, but just working with a different system in place that I've been used to for over 15 years. So what's something new? I've learned that
Something that you enjoyed, you
I,
know?
I've enjoyed. I'll go back to what I said earlier, Mrs. King. It's just being able to be in more close proximity to my family, just having that opportunity to have us all in one household for a long period of time, two working parents and long hours. And it's just nice, as I said, that although I'm not with them every hour throughout the day, but knowing that they're in close proximity, I've enjoyed having that. And we've actually, like I said, explored some new adventures like baking and allowing, hands off, allowing them to, turn the on and watch it for 30, 45 minutes without me leaving my office. So those are some things that.
That's wonderful. And that's very exciting, I know, to see your daughters blossom and do those things and want to do those things.
Yes, yes. It's you can't explain it. You really can't explain it. But at the same time, I wouldn't trade that time that we've had under the circumstances for anything in the world. It's been nice. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, is there anything else that you would like to say to the kids or the parents or the staff at Brookhollow? We really appreciate you doing this with us today, but we'd love to give you the opportunity to share closing words.
Just missing our BS family. I miss them. I miss the family, the students, the parents. I get to talk and see my staff weekly, sometimes daily, throughout this remote learning. It's my students who I need to see and hug.
We really appreciate you doing this today, Mrs. Harris, and we thank you so much. And it was a pleasure having you. And I know that some kids out there are going to be very excited to get answers to their questions and get to know you even more deeply than they already did.
Absolutely. I love the students. I miss you all coming down to my office, seeing in the hallway, sharing with us all of your accomplishments, all your reading progress. So I do miss that. I miss our parents. They continue to reach out and support. So I know one thing I can say about Brookhollow, it is definitely the definition of a Pflugerville family.
Oh, we got our shirts. Show your shirt.
Here's my shirt. And I have one more shout out to our fifth graders right here. So this is all about
nice.
you. So we love you. I love you. We miss you. More celebrations to come. I love my parents. Thank you for your support and your loyalty. As always, my Brookhollow staff and faculty cannot do this without you. So thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Mrs. Harris. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.